Yes, we are back. Back again. Oh, God, I can't speak, can I? Back again in Train Sim World 4. Back again to do some more Train Sim World 4ing. Apologise in advance for the croaky voice thing. I'm not well. But I might mention it a few times throughout the course of the stream, just to pre-warn you. Yeah, an extra stream for those watching live, because I didn't stream yesterday because I'm not well. Did I mention that? I fancy doing some Northern Trans Pennine, so that's what I'm probably going to do. If this does end up on the YouTubes, hi, hello, how you doing? This is going to go out, I don't know now, at some point close to Christmas, I think, if this goes out in my normal Saturday slot. There's other things on other days. There'll be links in the doobly-doo to things. There we go. That's that done. Good evening to Ethan, Trent, Greg, and Aaron and CN. Blame Crispy for the lurgy. I'm blaming Ethan, actually, for the lurgy. Right. So, yeah, Northern Trans... Wow, I really can't speak. Northern Trans Pennine is what I fancy doing, because tomorrow I'm going to be doing Southeastern High Speed. So I thought, I haven't done Northern Trans Pennine for a while, so we'll go and do that. I was going to try and do the Pacer in Train Sim Classic, but I sort of buggered it up a bit, trying to switch the new Pacer into a route. So we'll do this instead. We'll do a timetable. We'll do a full run in a standard train, and then we'll go and do a Manchester Victoria to Leeds, drive an eastbound locomotive for Trans Pennine Express serving at principal stations only. But is there one that calls all stations? Or are we just going to be doing principal stations? That'll be the 101. I'm not doing that because that's the 101. That's fine. We'll do this one then. We'll do the Manchester Victoria to Leeds, because why not? And then we'll see if we can make our way back to the Manchesters in something else, basically. Once we get there, get started. That's the view. Unlock doors. Well, hang on. There we go. I remember I do this now. Let's open the window. Oh, hello. How you doing? What you doing after work? Nothing. Right, okay. Master key on. Forward. Unlock doors. What side's the... He's a standby driver in case I drop dead. Which, you know, is probable. Let's do the screenshot now while I think about it. There we go. Unlock doors. Okay, let's do that. Hi, Daz. That's the back of a train. Right, have we got some sort of switches? Sander. Engine things. Rear horns. No, I don't want to be horny. Thank you very much. I'm too ill for that. Did I mention I was ill? Have we got any lights? Lights? Cab here. Why are there no lights? Okay. Up here. Aha, hang on. Oh, that's bright. Tail light. Instrument lights on. On. Okay. Of course, that lights up the outside of the door. Do you need to switch the brakes? What to... vacuum? We'll find out if I actually get going anywhere. Never too old to be horny. Right, lock doors. Skippy, thank you very much indeed. 33 of the months. Thank you, Skippy. Right, let's see what happens when we release the brakes then. Hopefully we can then move in a forward type direction. We'll find out any moment. Yes, we can. We'll be around here in 26 days' time. We will indeed. Stokey, 14 months. That's nearly a year. It is indeed, Stokey. I reckon another 6 or 7 months, and you'll be at a year. Thank you very much, Stokey. What's that, Skippy? Someone fell down a well. Right, so we're going to... Can't see. That one. Staley Bridge, Huddersfield, Dewsbury, and Leeds. And then we'll do the whole... Oh my God, it's all going on. Greg, thank you very much for that. CN, you're now part of the madness. Thank you very much, Greg. And Mysterious Cobweb. Indeed, 8 of the months. That's nearly a third of a year, Mysterious. I don't know how my maths works. Thank you very much. Right. So we can do the accelerators a bit more now, maybe. Actually, that's probably a better thumbnail. There we go. This time next week... No, not this time next week. This time next week, tomorrow. Is that a... I don't know if that's a time scale. Pacer. There will be 3 days in a row of pure pacer action. Which no one will watch because they'll all be in the pacer. Are you working in pre-decibel measures? That's this time next year, innit? We'll be millionaires. Do you almost think ruined the show when it actually happened? Oh yeah. So we'll take this as far as... Where are we going? Leeds. We'll take this to Leeds because that's where we're going. And then we'll jump into free roam and see if we can get back to Manchester. You can see why it used to take ages to get anywhere. These things were so slow. How's the man flu? Better than it was. Literally coming back from London on Saturday, I had the start of a sore throat on the train. Came home, went to bed, and then just wasn't with it at all yesterday. Slept for a long period yesterday afternoon, went to bed at 7:30 PM last night, and didn't get out of bed till gone midday today. Okay, is Ethan drinking or something? Like watching Dorset doing a pushback on Airport Sim. I'm going to be doing Airport Sim. Thursday. I don't know if I'll be doing it solo or not, but we'll find out on Thursday, I guess. Oh God, that's lots of speeding. Okay, I really wasn't paying attention. No, I haven't been to work today. Oh, where the hell are we going? Oh, around there. The day after Wednesday, is it? I barely know what day it is. Oh God. No, we won't be doing it by then, Ethan. When you're able to join us for games, we're going to stop doing all multiplayer. That's definitely some speeding. Right, we've got a 60-mile-an-hour limit coming up. There's no way this thing's going to hit that, is it? Ladies and gentlemen, we apologise for the delay in the service. It's because the train's so slow. Does sound good though. So what era is this? Is this the 60s? I can't remember when this was set. Because should we be putting a train on that is from around this era? Or are we just going to go sod it and we'll put anything on? What, these things are still running in the 80s? Really? 101s, 101s. I am now speaking French. 101s weren't running in the 80s, surely. I've collected all of the level 1 emotes. Good to know. Oh god, I'm going to be speeding again. I shall say this only once. 'Tis I, Leclerc. That was a strange series. Good, but strange. Oh, where are we going again? Oh, and then we got a fifth. We said make their mind up. 1956 to 1959. That's probably when they were built. But it's when they were in service. Surely they weren't in service till the 80s. Till 2003? What? There were, what, on mainline service there was still 101s till 2003. When you had even Pacers out there, hi Holy Zoinks, and like Sprinters and everything else out there, they were still running 101s. It's because it's up north, isn't it? Hey, it still bloody works, doesn't it? Why would we get rid of it? Perfectly serviceable, that. Northern Trans Pennine set in 1983. Bloody Northerners, see? They refused to die. Why do we want to get rid of it? It's still all in passengers around, isn't it? Driver couldn't do it manual gearbox, it'd be fine. It'd be reet. Older than Steve. I was born in 1999, I'll have you know. Although the way I look and sound today, you'd think I was born in 1899. None of you are old enough to remember 1983. I can't remember 1983. Oh dear. Well, 2009 isn't long. You know, 14 years in service is fine. It's different to 47 years. They do have short arms and long pockets. So does Ethan. But you can be on the SWR app and book train tickets in about half a second. This is Northern Trans Pennine. I didn't put it because I didn't know what route I was going to do until pretty much I sat down. The next station stop will be Stalybridge. I haven't streamed since our adventure on Saturday, have I? Which is where Ethan gave me his cold. It's the last time I sit next to him on a train. Where do we go? I've forgotten now. Oh yeah, Clacton. Went to Clacton. Clacton now takes the record of, apart from the, well, as a place to arrive and then decide to leave, I think it wins. Because literally we arrived, we exited the station within about, I'd say 2 minutes, we decided to leave. And then had to wait for a bus. Because it was raining and it was windy and it was cold, we decided to get on a bus and go to Walton on the Naze. And then instantly arrived there, got off the bus, went into the train station, got on the train, and went to Colchester, Colchester town, which is actually quite nice. I was quite impressed with Colchester. Walked through the town, walked past the castle-y thing. It was nearly some sort of scene from some sort of horror film, as we were being, almost attacked by squirrels and pigeons. I wish we'd have taken some photos, actually, because literally I've never seen such tame squirrels in my life. They were literally multiple squirrels just running up to us and just stood in front of us. And then a load of pigeons appeared. We went to Colchester and then decided on a whim to go to Felixstowe, as you do. So got on a train to Ipswich, then went to Felixstowe. Didn't get off the train at Felixstowe because we've then had to wait another hour for a train to come back again. Then went back to Ipswich, back through Colchester, and back into London. And Crispy went home and actually did something that was, I won't tell Ethan this, but it's almost quite pleasant. Walked along the embankment. Yeah, stayed on the train, didn't get off at Felixstowe. And no, didn't go to Norwich. There were, it was a bus service to Norwich, not trains. Right, we're arriving at Stalybridge. Where hopefully we can stop. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. That's a month's time, Michael. You can say that when you redo next month. 40 months. That's a long time, Michael. Thank you very much indeed. And yes, it is a Christmas film. Before the debate starts. Don't come to Norwich, it's boring. No, I was impressed with Colchester. Ipswich, we didn't leave the station. Didn't go to Jaywick because of the weather. That was the idea. We were going to get off at Clacton, get the bus to Jaywick, and then get the bus up to Walton. But it was literally, you could come out of the station and it was peeing down with rain, and there's a wind that was just pushing the rain into you. So we literally walked out of the station, across a little green bit, and then worked out where the next bus was to go to Walton, walked to the bus stop and stood there, and then left. So it is some. I'll definitely go back to that bit of the country. I'll get time to eat this time. I had quite a lot of food that day, actually. Went to Greg's. I had Greg's twice. Yeah, I think I had Greg's twice. Right, Huddersfield. And McDonald's breakfast at Paddington. Which I thought that the McDonald's right outside Paddington Station would be ridiculously busy. It was empty. It's the only thing I can really tolerate from McDonald's is the breakfast. Right, 16 miles to Huddersfield. So when we get to, where are we going? Leeds. You've never had a McDonald's breakfast. Sausage and egg McMuffin and a greasy hash brown. It's quite a good way to start a day. Their toffee latte is quite nice as well. My drink of choice if I'm out, if I'm having to have a coffee, which I did on Saturday, will we go to Starbucks and have a caramel latte. Hi, Aston. We are now approaching Ann Tunnel. I've never had a Tesco's breakfast. Why would you go to... Okay. No. I'm guessing it's just a normal cafe type thing where you go and have a cooked breakfast. Aston, 12 of the... Oh no, 15 of the months have I put up with you for that long. Thank you very much, Aston. Hope you are well. Oh, well, it's not. It's 15 months, but you missed 3 months in the middle somewhere. Right, finally we can get the power down while we're in this tunnel. You've loved me longer. Since we first met, Aston. Right, so this was set in 1983. What other diesel stuff that we've got would have been around in 1983 then that we could use for part of the return leg? Was the one, I'm guessing the 150 was around then, and the 158. We've done the HST a lot recently. You definitely wouldn't want to take this if you wanted to get anywhere rapid. So where's my next train trip set to go? Still undecided. The next one that's definitely in the works is, well, it's Manchester in 3 weeks' time. No, Aston. Because you mentioned the word there that's Pepsi. No. What? Yeah, I know the 40s and 47s would have been, but was the 150 around in 83? You know, although, you know, realism isn't guaranteed. It'd be nice to do something that was around. Good thing there weren't mobile phones around. Well, you're obviously going to the wrong pubs then. The last time I went into a pub. Oh, Wetherspoons. 84, so the 150 wasn't around. It does limit us a bit then, doesn't it? Does that mean we'd end up in a bloody 101? Yay. Scotsman. No, we've done the Scotsman the last couple of trips, haven't we? $45. Yeah, but that's the same as this, really, isn't it? So you're telling me the only DMU, well, that's in this, is the 101 that was around in 83. HST. shunter. Imagine how long that's going to take. I know we can ask the Amazon device. Alexa, how many sleeps till Christmas?
It's 49 sleeps until Christmas. Santa has a little message for you.
Ho, ho, ho! The elves have been teaching me to beatbox. I think I am quite good. Ho, 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 ho! It's all about the boots and carrots.
No. No.
Boots and carrots.
No.
Boots
yeah.
and carrots.
No.
Boots and carrots.
No.
Boots and carrots. Boots. 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 Boots and carrots, 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 boots and carrots. Ho, ho, ho. A bit more practice is required, I think. Come back tomorrow for another Christmas update.
No. No. And no.
Try saying, ask Santa to beatbox.
No. Don't do that. And Ryan, hi, and thank you very much for the follow. Boots and bloody carrots. I remember that from last year. No. Okay, remind me never to ask that question again. That Santa sounds like a bloke I've got tied up in my airing cupboard. No, I haven't heard from him. Actually, I better check and make sure he's still alive. I fed him on Friday, he'd be fine. What happened to the jokes? I don't know. Ask Amazon. It's getting ready for Christmas, isn't it? Even though it's only November. You're actually German. We won't hold that against you. I was going to say something then, I've forgotten it. Oh yeah. Oh, that hurt my head. Anyway, tomorrow night, back with more Train Sim World 4, because I've got no imagination. Going to be doing the Southeastern High Speed. Hopefully I've got the ability to speak by then. That's tomorrow's Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah, Wednesday night, Accident. A game I put out on YouTube a couple of years ago that I really liked. Hardly any people on YouTube watched. And as part of my I Don't Give a Damn Wednesday, I've got to think of a name for that, I'm just going to be going through on a Wednesday now all my Steam games alphabetically. Each week picking out one from each letter of the alphabet. And something I haven't played before or in a while. And so we're doing that on Wednesday. Thursday night, we got some airport sim, maybe a multiplayer, we'll see. Friday night, some trucking and tunes, carrying on from the place where we got to last week. It's just accident, not accident. And Saturday night, the return of Wreckfest. Haven't done that in a little while. And then Sunday, back on the farm. So yeah, I'm doing this as an extra stream because, well, I didn't stream yesterday. I wasn't very well. I might have mentioned it. I'm still not very well. I might have mentioned that. I need someone to come round and rub Vic on my chest. I need Vic to come round and rub something on my chest. Top tip, if you ever use Vicks Vapor Rub, don't go to the toilet without washing your hands first. Same if you're cutting up chilies. Always put gloves on. Derek could pop round and rub something. Why? Doing that is a rite of passage. God. Why? Try it. If you've got some Vic in the house, Go and put some on your fingers and then go for a wee. Just, you know, we'll probably hear the screams from here. Oh no, that there's mint and tea tree shower gel. That wakes you up in the morning. Blimey, McCharlie. Yeah, that's definitely wake you up. I think I might need to take some of that to Manchester. Who's Charlie? Guys coming round after the stream. We seem to be in a tunnel. He's Vic coming round as well. It's all I've drunk, apart from some orange squash, surprisingly. It's all I've drunk since yesterday morning is Lemsip. I haven't had a coffee since Ipswich on Saturday. Some sort of caffeine detox. Well, yeah, it did me. I think I had 4 yesterday. I woke up this morning at 6 and the alarm went off. I texted my boss saying I wouldn't be in. I made a Lemsip. When the alarm went off proper at 6:15, I drank the Lemsip and then went back to sleep again. Woke up at 9:30. Wasn't awake long, went back to sleep again, and then I've been awake since like midday. I have the lemon one. Not a fan of the blackcurrant one. This is a flipping long tunnel. We're going to end up in France. Yeah, 3 weeks this Saturday. We've got our Sims and stuff. Sims and stuff goes wild in Manchester. Okay, that's a bit fast around that corner. Slowly in. And yes, Stokey, if you are watching, I am going to work tomorrow. Why keep germs to yourself when you can spread them around the office? Plus, it's one of those things that if you go in and you sound like I sound, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, just fancied a Monday off, did you? At least I can lick people. Oh God, no, I don't like my work colleagues that much. They might send me home. Oh no, you don't know the place I work. I think you could be dead at your desk and they wouldn't send you home. There will be the comments going, oh, it's only a cold. I came here and had a cold. I slept for like 13 hours straight. Which, as you know, that isn't like me. Responsible licking, indeed. Always ask permission first. Or if you don't ask permission, do it subtly. Sneak up behind someone and lick them. Men's colds and flus are worse than women's. You know, in all fairness, I don't normally do colds for very long. My tactic has always been just to Lemsip. Just constant Lemsip. And it normally just knocks it out of me. So I shall have another one after the stream. And then hopefully we'll be bright as a very rusty button tomorrow. Suck on a tune Tunes make you breathe more easily. I need a fisherman's friend. I wouldn't mind a fisherman. Yeah, no one likes you though, Ethan, so, you know. Right, 4.6 miles to Huddersfield. So did we establish then that it's really only going to be the 101 or the HST? Wouldn't like a fisherman coming home stinking of fish. Well, some people like that, I suppose. What we'll do is when we get to, where are we going? Leeds. When we get to Leeds, if there's a 101 in the platform, we'll just take that and it gets us back out of Leeds. And then if that takes us back to Huddersfield, yeah, it's quite a good route this. It's quite long. It's one of those that hasn't got many stops. Reminds me of the Edinburgh to Glasgow one, because it hasn't got many other stoppy places either. You'll be doing this route soon. What, from Leeds? And certainly after going across to wherever it was we went, on Essex and then Suffolk on Saturday, certainly made me appreciate that there are bits of this country that are actually quite nice. Obviously not Clacton. That I do need to explore the UK a bit more. Need to go to more places I haven't been to before. Well, yeah, as long as it's not me driving, Michael. As long as it's not one of these. What runs on these on this line now then? I'm guessing something DMU like. Oh, into the Stevenage. No. It was my first time in Suffolk on Saturday. When I went to, well, apart from briefly touching on it in the summer, when I went to Southend, my first proper time in Essex. We very nearly ended up in Brighton on Saturday, then went to Felixstowe instead. Brighton's one that will wait till the new year. Right, 1 mile to go to Huddersfield. We're actually, I think we're ahead of time. Well, I was speeding a little bit, like now. Oh, I do like it. No, I'm not going to finish that sentence. Derek is currently doing cow dung. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be arriving at Huddersfield. How many bloody tunnels they got up here? This is an easy route to create. It's all flipping tunnel. How am I doing? I'm not well. I might have mentioned it. I'm driving a train. It's got numbers and everything. Well, don't stop. Okay, no, it's fine then. Well, one of the carriages is on the platform. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's fine. We technically ignore all the platform down there. We don't need to, you know, we don't need to stop down there. And it's a class 40. Yeah, I knew that. Didn't have to look at the side of the train or anything. I don't know what they're called. They all look the same. It is a diesel. Wait until 13, 28 and 27 seconds. Okay. Fine. It's a train. I can just about remember going... I've said this before. Remember going on these where you had the little carriagey things, but like anything from the trolley, it is, and sitting in one of these compartments. So you walk up and down till you find something that's either got no one in or one person in, and then you sit there, you get your book out or your magazine out. But obviously, I think they soon realise that you can't get that many people in. Oh, hang on, no, we got all different... Oh, look at this, all bloody posh. Well, no, obviously there was stuff still in service. But yeah, I do remember them. And the ones where it was the same sort of thing, but it went all the way across. So each little compartment of seats had its own door. It's okay. I'm back now, Baldy. Your knee seems to be quite wedged in there, isn't it? Are you sure you're not? And you've got no feet. Okay. So back in the 60s. I'm not that bloody old. Stop at Dewsbury. Right, brakes are being released. Could you have to release the brakes about 10 minutes before you want to depart? So has that train there been waiting for me? Hang on, there were people in those carriages. Why are there people in those carriages when there's just a shunter? Are they just stranded out there? Bit bizarre. Oh, now there's a good idea, Michael. I'm sure Derek's got spare room. Well, don't stop, you stupid train. My custody finishes on the 3rd of December. Someone else has got to take him then. I've done my year. I've got less than 4 weeks to go. What about Ed? Oh yeah, we're going to dump Ethan at Ed's, aren't we? I reckon, actually, I reckon Dorset. I reckon Dorset could do with some company. You can walk the dog. Oh, that's a brilliant idea. Well, that's a bit harsh. What's Durham Cathedral done wrong? Right, anyway, Dewsbury's next. And then Leeds. And then we'll see what's in the station at Leeds. And see if we can come back again. Do a bit of free roam thing. The dog could walk Ethan. Well, yeah, there is that. Well, still haven't been to the Steam Museum in Swindon. Still haven't gone to the Didcot Heritage Centre. After the disappointment that was Crewe, you know, I'm reluctant. I will go back to York next year once the Great Hall opens again. I think that's got to happen. Oh god, we got a major bit of slowing down. Slowlying. Track change. In 200 yards, turn left. I have been on a heritage line. Oh god. The reason being, and I know Derek won't like me for this, as much as I agree with the preserving of stuff, totally get that. You know, when certain iconic things are taken out of service, having preserved for future history, great. Keeping them running, fantastic. Totally agree with that. So enthusiasts can drawl over them and stuff. What I don't get is the excitement, because when you're in a carriage on a heritage line being pulled by something, you don't know what you're being pulled by, because you're in a carriage, you know, 4 coaches back, trundling along at 30 miles an hour, which could be just me. I just don't get it. So as much as I agree with what heritage routes do and totally back them, I just don't get it. Right, we got a 45 limit in 2 miles, so we're fine. We're under that at 39. And then we got a yellow. But yeah, I don't know. Crispy messaged me because he went to Neen Valley on Sunday, and he said he was getting frustrated with, you know, him and a couple of members of his family were there, you know, with cameras out, recording trains and stuff, and then people going and stood in front of the cameras. I don't know. I don't get it. I think a lot of heritage railways are struggling. That's the problem. That station seems to be in the... I suppose they're footbridges and stuff. It seems to be in a bit of the middle of nowhere. Although there are buildings over here. Right, 2.7 miles to Dewsbury. And then into Leeds. And then we'll see if we can make our way back via free roam back to Manchester. There ain't been many other trains, have there? There ain't been a lot coming the other way. It's definitely been a bit lacking. Whether it isn't... Yeah, that's the problem Crispy had. Which, the kids, you don't blame. You know, young kids go stand by a barrier or by a fence because they want to see the train. No issue with that whatsoever. But we've had it when we've been out on days where you got someone taking a picture of someone. I was always taught, I think it's common courtesy, that if someone stood, even if they're blocking a path, to take a picture of someone, you stand and wait. And if quite clearly someone's got a camera out to take a picture of something, you don't block their shot. Because you want it happening to you. And as Crispy said, on more than one occasion it happened to him on Sunday, that he had the camera out, ready to take a shot, and people just come and stand in front.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I sort of started losing my rag a bit then. That's a name. Dionio? You know you are. Dean. You spelled Dean wrong. If you spelled Dean wrong, or your parents are giving you the name Dean spelled like that, you want to get new parents. But thanks for the follow. Right, 1.7 miles to Dewsbury. Before we then make our way to Leeds. Yep. That's some sort of Powery type station. Homer Simpson's workplace, indeed. Really quite a nice, well, as much as you can see it in Train Sim World 4, it's probably quite a nice bit of the country up here. Right, at least it won't hold us in Dewsbury for too long, because that was a noise. Because I've been trundling, we're going to arrive late. Got to admit, it does sound good though. Here comes a train. That was a different one to this, wasn't it? Because that had a more stubby nose than this thing. We got quite a long nose. That one had a stubby nose. Why is the nose that long? Because the engine's in the middle. Why aren't they just flat fronted? Obviously done for a reason. Well, don't stop there. Traction motor, blowers and compressors. But why not put them in the middle? And move the cab further forward. See, I could be a train designer. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're now arriving at Dewsbury. Yeah, but you wouldn't know, would you? Although, yeah, you take pictures of the train as it enters the bloody station. Right, Dewsbury, then Leeds. In 3 weeks' time, we should be up this way. Manchester. Right, 8 miles then to Leeds. You'll be out. Uh-huh. You bloody won't be, sunshine. That's plenty of smoke. That's doing the planet some good. We like that. Right, so when we get to Leeds, we'll see what's in the station. And see if we can steal something. Well, there might be a service going back. As long as it's not one of these. If there's a 101, we'll grab that. Yeah, modern trains are just too quiet. Although, when we went on Saturday, the diesel thing, which was the same as the Flirt they use in around Cardiff, they're quite nice. I don't know what it was. It was a train. It was all diesel. Which was quite a nice shot. Obviously both the people that were there with me on Saturday to tell me what train it was aren't watching. It was a train running from a place to another place. Right, 6.8 miles to go. So we know the HST was running around this time. What do you mean, oi? You didn't answer the bloody question. That's true. That could also be a bus, though, in certain places, Trent. No, too late now. Aren't you Stevie me? Definitely not. what I said was, when you sodded off being ignorant, yeah, the train that we were on Saturday that was the same as the Flirt in Cardiff, what was it? Oh, more bloody tunnels. There you go, so a train. Read my text. I'm bloody streaming. Why have you texted me? Yes, Greg, as long as it doesn't come to more than a tenner. It's definitely full of bloody tunnels up here, isn't it? .9 miles to go to Leeds, 4.8 miles of which will be a tunnel. What's the other one with lots of tunnels? Was it the you know, the one? The Midlands one? Midlands Main Line? That's got a lot of tunnels in it as well, isn't it? The bio mode, is it good for the planet? Oh, so it can run on diesel and electric. It's definitely a long old tunnel. Is it night time? Well, it is actually. Oh, hooray, I see daylight. Oh. Well, they need to make trains that can go up and down mountains. Sod all the tunnels. Right. So yeah, so we haven't passed many 101s. Oh, there's one. We haven't passed many 101s. There's one. So chances there being another one in the station at Leeds now, it's going to be slim. So I think we might have to spawn a train in and go back to Dewsbury. So what do? Do we keep it realistic and spawn a train in that should run on this line? Or do we just spawn a train in? Or could have run on this line, I suppose, time-wise. No realism. Thing is, though, what would run on this? Would it be like a 158? 166? Have the 33. There's one of them that I don't have. One of these that's an actual DLC. Well, 142 isn't out yet, is it? That's next week. 150's out, 158's out. Well, the 150 entered service in 84, so they could have been trialling them in 83. Yeah, next week, by the way, will be 3 days of Pacer. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. exploring the Blackpool route. And then seeing where else we can take the pacer. The shunter, that'll take weeks. Right, braking. Okay, maybe I overbraked a little bit then. Yeah, you can put a Yankee train on this route. Well, I tried it the other day, but I couldn't find that American thing. So yeah, you could put an American. So you could put. I don't think they'd work though, coupling wise. So you couldn't put some British carriages down and then an American loco because they wouldn't connect. Okay, I slightly braked too early. Yeah, it's definitely a nice line. Not a lot of AI traffic. Right, try and keep roughly below this 25. Well, I was then. Got very old buffs going underneath. Queue of old buses. I don't know if I've been to Leeds. Have I been to Leeds? I don't know if I have. I think you'd remember. Okay, we're going around here then. I thought we might be going off down there. Oh yeah, because the marker's over there. You stopped at Leeds. Hang on, we got a red. Because Mark, a nice guy. Yeah, he never called me back. Right, platform 8. You went to a premiere in Leeds last year. You certainly lived the rock and roll lifestyle, didn't you? Did you share a room with Mummy? There's a lot of stations here. A lot of stations? Platforms, that's what I was thinking. 17 platforms. Is this like a bit of a hub then? Obviously not thinking geographically at the moment, but there's a lot of connections in and out of Leeds. Second largest out of London. Wow. Thought there might have been New Street. Well, don't stop there. Oh, it's the busiest, but not the one. Okay. Right. So we need now. There's not a lot else. Hang on. There's something. No, it's just a. Waterloo has the most platforms. Yeah. I was there on Saturday. There's many of the platforms. Did I see ABBA? No, there's no battles going on either. Right. So we made it to Leeds. Now we need to make our way back to the Manchesters. Walk. Probably quicker than this bloody thing. So what we'll do is we're going to free roam, which will technically put us into this train. Well, it won't technically, it will. Okay. So, return to free roam. So now what we'll do is we'll get out of this train. Okay. Oh, hang on, what's that over there? That's a 101. Where's that going? Can we get to that? That walkway doesn't seem to go through. Is that just a bay platform then? I bet we can't. Yeah. Damn it. Okay. Right. So what we need to do now is get back to... Platform 7, 1524. No, platform 3. Even 1524. What bloody platform are we on? 5. I bet it's the one we just came in on. Yeah. I bet... Hang on, that's 7. 5. It's got to be around here then. One. What? Hang on. How is... What? So is this 2? Yeah. Okay, so that's 2. Where the hell's 3? Excuse me. We have lost a platform 3. Can anybody know where platform 3 is? Well, where? That's 3. Oh, so it's not in yet. Oh, God, out of the route map. Yeah, we know, McBone. I shall be streaming it all next week, and I shall be putting some content out on it. Well, as soon as I'm able to show it to you, I will. Platform 3. Yes, it's not in yet. Hang on, 15:24. It's 14:01. That's an hour and 25 minutes. We can't be doing that. Right, in that case, what we need to do is we'll have to do a thing then, won't we? We will have to go... into that. Thank you. Alright, sit thee down. Master key unlocked. Window down. Right. So we now want to set the path, and we want to go. Holy crap! Where the hell are we going? Down there? Down there. That was quite stationy. That's not far enough away, is it, to be Dewsbury? Hang on, there's a station. We'll go there. Dewsbury. I was lucky. Right, we've got a green. You missed the Tuesday stream. Oh, last Tuesday. Well, it hasn't gone out on YouTube yet. Oh, you watched the VOD. Oh, okay. Right, so we'll take this to Dewsbury. Yeah, it's obviously not a very frequent service, is it, to Manchester? Can I change the destination? Probably. We'll go to St Ives. Lights, I put the lights on. Lights are on. St Ives we shall go. It's a long way to St Ives from up here. That's the night settings. We'll be going through tunnels, so it'll be dark. We got red coming up as well. I thought this would be quicker. Well, I suppose it's trying to slot us in around AI traffic. Yeah, I really must do the run down to Penzance next year. You've been able to do that since Train Sim World 4 came out, McBone? Right, the only thing at Dewsbury is there's not very many platforms, is it? So you might have to despawn this and then respawn something else. I think you should do the longest UK train journey with Ethan. I can tolerate Ethan. I can spend a lot of time with Ethan. I don't think I want to spend 13 hours with him on a train. Should do it as a Simpson stuff thing, shouldn't we? Simpson stuff goes to Penzance. Everyone gets on the same train at some point along the route. So everyone joins it at their closest station. We will end up in Penzance for a night. How bad can it be, realistically? I've been with you on trains. I caught this cold from being sat next to you on a train. For me, it would be Cheltenham. Perfect. New Street. Now, it'll be your closest point, surely. Ethan's would probably be Cheltenham or Bristol. Oh, it'd be hilarious if we did it on a day when Michael was working. Should we watch Pirates of the Penzance on the train? Leeds. There you go, that's better. It's actually not a bad idea, you know. Speaking of watching things, I didn't post it in the Discord yesterday because I was not well. I may have mentioned it. I'm still not. I watched yesterday afternoon Michael J. Fox's film called Still. Oh my god, it's good. If you're of a certain age, and well, for me, my favourite film of all time is Back to the Future. So if you're of a certain age and were around when Michael J. Fox was going through his heyday, which I wasn't really, I was too young, but I liked the films. I never watched like Family Ties and stuff like that he was in. It actually documents his like height of fame, and then follows his life after being diagnosed with Parkinson's. And there's a lot of his like real life, like now, stories in there, and the guy's amazing. The guy's absolutely amazing, and I know a lot of people out there live with Parkinson's and cope with Parkinson's, but to actually tell his story publicly, it's really good. So yeah, if you want something to watch, I highly recommend it. Raiders of the Lost Ark, blimey. I laid in bed this afternoon and watched a bit of YouTube. And then I've pretty much been doing that for the last few hours. Going to Penzance, Nottingham. I have to get a train to Derby. Okay. Yeah, it only runs on a Saturday, I think, doesn't it? That non-stop service. Yeah, CN. I may just add some bits into the current Discord. We'll see. So why is it we got a lower line speed now, or have we, than we had before? Okay. I'm having a fumble around in the dark. And not for the first time. Yeah, okay, it's gone dark. Put big light on. Yeah, he will be out soon. I can see the light. Definitely like their tunnels up here. Oh, now the tunnel goes downhill. We've got no instrument lights on. We've got no cab lights on. You'd think they'd make the instrument light and cab light switch light up, really, wouldn't you? So at least you could find it in the dark. I'll put the wipers on. Doors open. I don't open the doors, so that's not ideal in the tunnel. No, I don't know. Wait till we get outside. Right. Use my flashlight. Well, unless you've got one that lights up. Crew lights, cab lights. Well, I've got... Okay. Holy crap, that got bright. That's too bright. No, we don't like that. Sod that. That was way too bright. Right, 1.8 miles to Dewsbury. And then I think it might have to be HST. Back to Manchester. What I only appreciated on Saturday leaving London how bloody rough the track is coming out of Paddington. Jesus Christ, do some maintenance, people. No, I was in a 387. Pretty much the same train that I was in on the way up. It ends its day. It starts its day and ends its day in Swindon. So it was a 7 o'clock service out of Swindon to London, and then it leaves London at 8 o'clock and goes back to Swindon. So then it seems to spend its day running to Newbury and somewhere else, I think it was. Bloody uncomfortable. Yeah, typically, okay, I got on the train about 10 minutes before it departed at Paddington, empty. Sat myself down at a table, thought, great. But 2 minutes, well, 4 minutes before it departed, someone came and sat down at the table opposite me. Thought, okay, fine. Then someone come and sat down on the table next to me. So, really? Surely there's other seats available on the train. And the guy opposite got off at Reading, and then the woman that was sat next to me proceeded to still sit there. Thought, well, at least move to the other side of the table. Or there's loads of other empty tables at the end. So I just started fidgeting about, and then she got up and then moved to the seat behind. Why would? And she got her bloody iPad out. I was trying to work out what film she was watching. Couldn't quite work it out. Something with subtitles. Right. Anyway, Okay, so we arrived in Dewsbury. So what we'll do is we'll get rid of this. We'll spawn a new train in. There we go. And we'll go with that. Well, yeah, I didn't have anything. I didn't have a bag or anything with me because I'm not an idiot. I won't say who brought a rucksack just to put some charging cables in. Ethan. Right. Right, we can open the doors on this, can't we? So we can get some noise. Did Crispy wear his puffer jacket? No, he bought a new jacket. So he went from wearing a black puffer jacket to a black Carrymore from Sports Direct chav jacket. So still look like a chav. Right, let's take this all the way to the end because I got a bit of a headache coming on. Where the hell? Okay, which bloody way is it? Down here? I'm guessing down here. Manchester, there we go. Ever see Ethan's Secret Santa? Give him some cowpole. Right then, let's go to Manchester. That's slow. A really nice thing to say about Ethan. But you're right. Yeah, it is quite a slow wiper. Hi, Barry. It definitely doesn't sound as good as a GWR one. Yeah, it is a bit stagecoachy, isn't it? The livery. Gary? Who's Gary? No, this isn't the Valenta. None of them we've got SpongeBob Snail. Is it? No, watch SpongeBob. You might be right. Yeah, there's two versions out of the 3 engine variants that we've got in this. None of them have got the Valenta. Barry. It was close. We've heard Gary. We'll call him Gary from now on. Oh, speaking of SpongeBob, we're going to be doing the quiz again. In soon. Maybe a week Friday? We'll see. It's only because out of the SpongeBob route. Well, I have to think about the schedule and things. Oh god, that was quick through there. Holy crap. Okay. Yep, maybe we shouldn't be going that quick. I got trained to Mod 4 yesterday. You can be in timetable mode and just spawn a train. Just stand on the track and press tab. Yeah, it's definitely a bit moist out there now. Excuse me. Is that it for this wiper? It's not like a speed control for the wiper or anything. No, that's just like that's it. Am I familiar with a Train Sim World 4 editor? No. Apparently it's more complicated than the Train Sim World. Well, no, the livery design is more complicated than the Train Sim World 3 one. Yeah, we knew what you meant, Trent. That's definitely a bit moist. So yeah, stream's coming up after this. Hang on. Tomorrow night, more Train Sim World 4. Yeah, apologies, I'm ill. I might have mentioned it. We're going to be doing Southeastern High Speed, so we do the high speed run, and then do some free roam on the non-high speed bit. Wednesday night, going to be doing Accident, a game that only put some content out on YouTube. I've never actually streamed it. Thursday night, we got some airport sim. Friday night, some trucking. Saturday night, return of Wreckfest. And then Sunday afternoon, back on the farm. Where's your lover boy tonight? I think he's having a night to himself tonight. He's not keen on the Train Sim streams, so he doesn't always watch them. Chicken soup. I did have food. I realised earlier that I hadn't eaten since Saturday. So I had a pizza earlier. Well, apart from some Maltesers. Does that count as food? I did have some Maltesers yesterday. I was watching the film. That counts as a food item, doesn't it? Yeah, the weather's definitely taking a turn for the worse out there. Yeah, that got blocked by the bot there, Michael. I do wonder sometimes, Ethan, that you're always playing Train Sim World 4. And I know you're not always playing Train Sim World 4, but I do wonder how much time you actually do spend playing it. Apparently he now is. Unfortunately, after Christmas, the pain in the backside's going to be able to join us for more stuff. Because he's finally getting a laptop that will run games. Which means less time in Train Sim World 4. Well, thanks to Stokey and me constantly badgering you. Yeah, it'd be my first laptop. Am I paying child maintenance? Well, no, I have offered to set the laptop up for him, though. Right, 22 miles from Manchester. The weather's definitely doing the weathery thing out there. Okay, maybe I should have slowed down a bit. Holy crap. Okay, yeah, maybe I should have slowed down a lot. Yeah, passengers are going to be having a bit of an interesting ride in this. Oh, I can just server mute him anyway, Michael. That's not a problem. What happened to the speed limit? I think it's why we were changing tracks. So it was trying to slow us down to go over the points. Really? Okay. We'll see if we can do it. In the rain on a bendy track, this is going to go well, isn't it? If we derail and the stream ends early, it's your fault, Michael. Yeah, blame Crispy instead. We like that. Yeah, it's not exactly the most rapid of things, is it? Yeah. Welcome to the UK in summer. I don't think we've got enough track to get this thing to 125. I know we got a slight uphill climb, but this is flat out. It's been what, 3 miles since I put full throttle? Could that wiper be any slower? I know. There must be a speed control somewhere, because you got that turns it on. There must be something that controls the speed, but if there is, I haven't found it. Control the speed of my fan. And the climate control. Ring up for a pizza. Oh dear. And don't forget, next week will be 3 days of Pacer. I will be putting some content out. Well, I don't know yet when I'm able to show you content on it, but as soon as I'm able, I will. Yeah, we just got on, off. Parked, off, on, wash. That's it. There's no speed. Oh, hang on. There's a little knob. I didn't play with my little knob. Yeah, and I don't think this is actually going to get... Yeah, I didn't hear that though, over all the pointing and laughing. Yeah, I don't think we got enough track to get this to 125, so we'll just back it off a bit. I don't want to risk derailing it. It'd be nice to actually get back to Manchester. Oh god, we got thunder and lightning out there now. Very, very frightening. And yes, I know I've got the doors open, just so you can hear the engine. Oh god, we got a 40 coming up. No, it doesn't tilt. It's a HST, not the APT. Surprised you haven't done the APT for this, but I suppose there aren't any working for them to get the sounds. I don't know what engines ran in the APT, what engines they used in the APT, whether it was the same engines that were in this. The only APT I've been in is the really crappy, awful thing at Crewe, which doesn't look like anyone's done anything with since about 1987. That's fine, I'm not a train nerd either. Got Ethan for that. And Derek. Those look quite nice though. Right, 15 miles, 14 miles. Well, they're still in service. Went on one earlier in the year and was most disappointed, mainly because of the interior of the carriages. Most of them now have been shipped to Mexico. Blimey. So I know there's a version of this that ran in Australia. Well, I suppose it's tried and tested technology, isn't it? That's definitely a long tunnel. Oh gosh, this is where Ethan now ends up in Mexico in a couple of years' time to go on one of these. Well, yeah, I don't know how many were made. Quite a lot, I think. I'll say there are some still in service. Yeah, there's probably is a lot in Scandinavian countries where the trains will tilt, and you'd also have double bogies on the loco or the engine, so that it'll get round tight curves as well. I say I'm not a train geek. Transport, yes. Train, no. That's fine. Yeah, I was wondering where you're going with humping bean. I thought I'd know a Mexican jumping bean. Yeah, the weather's definitely taken a turn for the worse since we left. Well, I suppose it is set as real time, so it's set as November the 6th. Well, it's not going to be gloriously hot, is it? Chances are it's going to be raining and cold, because it's going to be December in Manchester. And we were quite lucky on Saturday. We got to Clacton and it was peeing down with rain. By the time we got back to Ipswich, it was lovely and sunny. So we walked along the embankment at whatever time that was at night, 6 p.m, something like that. It was really pleasant. People out on party boats on the Thames, people sat in bars and stuff. I could have quite happily have just wandered along the embankment for another couple of hours, but I had a train to catch. Right, 10 miles to go. I'm just looking forward to when Crispy meets Ed on that Saturday morning. Because the last couple of years when Ed's been calling Crispy an arsewipe, finally gets to tell him face to face. That's 3 weeks this Saturday. I'm not going to film it. No. No, there'll be no photography of anybody or any filming of anybody on that whole weekend. Exactly. Oh wow, that's definitely thundery. 3 weeks until the Christmas room opens. Yeah, 1st of December. You get the Christmas room in the Discord server. That's there until the 26th of December. That's when Christmas is over. No, because Christmas is over on after Christmas Day. That's it, Christmas Day. That's it. Boxing Day, Christmas is done. You know, in theory, it shouldn't be open till Christmas Eve, because that's the first day with Christmas in it. But, you know, we'll make allowances. I'm not going to bother putting my decorations up this year. I put them up last year and took them down at 8 a.m. on Christmas Day. I won't bother this year. Definitely a moist train. You're going for a walk on Boxing Day. Nice. I shall be here streaming. No, I have planned on a flying visit to Ethan on Christmas Eve to drop him a Christmas present off. And then that'll probably be it till February. So I'm not going out anywhere in January. I have a month in. There you go. Impromptu Christmas dinner. Very nice. I cooked a Christmas dinner last year. I bought him some Gorilla Tape. I've got an idea. Yeah, so we got the... Will it be a Christmas Day pizza this year? I don't know. Should wait and see. So yeah, we got the meet up in Manchester in 3 weeks' time. The next one will be February. Something on the south coast, because it's someone's 25th birthday. And then, well, we were toying with doing the Isle of Wight thing at Easter, but that's going to be ridiculously busy. So that may now be the weekend before Easter. Beans on... I could do beans on toast. It's not my 25th. It is! Well, yeah, some of the takeaways are open on Christmas Day. So you can get deliveries. So I'll be streaming. I'll be here Christmas Day, lunchtime, and in the evening. And Christmas Eve and Boxing Day. I'll be here all over Christmas. I'm 24. 25 in February. Yeah, a few of the takeaway places are open. Don't forget, because there are probably a high percentage of people out there that don't want to do Christmas dinner, or are on their own, like me, and just want to get a takeaway. So I bet there'll be some takeaways open. Not all of them, but I bet you'll find some like independent takeaways. So none of the major chains will be open, but some of the independent ones will be. So your local kebab shop or burger joint or fried chicken place. So Ethan won't be able to have a Christmas Day McDonald's. Right, 6 miles to go. Yeah, it is just a one day. I just close on Christmas Day, open again Boxing Day. Yeah, I've been. My local shop was open Christmas Day. I walked down there the other year. And get open from like 8 till 12 or something, because there's going to be people that again want, forgot a tin of peas or forgot the OXO or something, bottle of wine. So they pay the staff to come in. You'll be in Berwick. I shall be here. I think last year I had 2 weeks off for Christmas. I think I left the house 3 times in that 2 weeks. I don't need OXO cubes. I've still got loads of OXO cubes. So this year I plan on maybe leaving the house twice if I can help it. That's definitely a bit weathery. For 5 miles outside Manchester, it does seem a bit countryside-y. That's a very good point. Well, that sent the 1.21 gigawatts of energy down into the flux capacitor. That's why they needed the lightning strike. After watching that Michael J. Fox documentary thing yesterday, I really want to watch the films again now. The thing is, you've got to watch all 3. So I saw a clip of Toy Story when we did the quiz the other week. I really want to watch Toy Stories again. All right, 4 miles. Yeah, Lord of the Rings was one of those. I watched the films. I don't think they're a film that I'd go back and watch again. I've not seen the Hobbit films. Almost think, as good as the storylines were, they were a bit. It was almost a bit too long. And they split the Hobbit into what, 3 films? Right, 3 miles to go. I tried at one point. My favourite TV show is a show called The West Wing. And there was a podcast done by one of the original cast members, which was each week was talking about each episode. So they had members of the cast on, members of the writing crew, writing staff on. So one, first one would be the first episode, second episode. I tried for a little while watching the episode and listening to the podcast, and then I got out of sync. I think I'm now about 3 years behind. I think they've actually finished the series now. You're not a movie person. I flicked through the Pacer book, if I'm honest. It is sat downstairs in my bookcase. That's why it's great. I watch a movie a week, and I've watched some stuff that I would never contemplate watching normally. I do like TV shows. I've culled a lot of people that I watch on YouTube, because there are some that I just wouldn't bother watching the content. And I think if you're following someone on YouTube and you're not bothered by watching it, unsubscribe. If you're more than probably 2 or 3 videos behind, unsubscribe. So yeah, I've cut back on what I watch on YouTube. thing is, you're never going to catch up, Ethan. It ain't going to happen. So unsubscribe. The one that you're the furthest behind on, just unsubscribe. Or the couple that you're furthest behind on. You won't miss them because you're not watching them. Only subscribe to the ones where you've watched maybe a video they've posted in the last couple of weeks. You know, sometimes I get to a point where I've caught up on all my YouTube videos, which is good then, because I'll then flick through and find something else. You then look on the what's recommended thing. Well, I'll go down to about 6. So be it. Then you'll find something else to watch. I hear a train. Has Ethan started Doctor Who? Of course not. Thing is, he's probably one of the people here that's got the most time out of anybody. So he could quite easily have sat and binge watched 3 or 4 episodes a day of Doctor Who. It wouldn't take him long to catch up. No, exactly. I quite like the YouTube algorithm for that, but sometimes it's a pain in the backside. Because if you click on a video and then you go, "Man, I'm not keen on that," it's the first 5 seconds for me, like it is for most people. If you watch a video and it's got stupidly loud music at the beginning, or the person quite clearly is an idiot, then I'll just stop watching. But then you'll get that's more of their content recommended to you, which I think why I don't gain subscribers on YouTube, because they hear me and think, well, this guy's an idiot, which is understandable, right? Quite clearly, because I am. All right. Anyway, 1.1 miles to go to Manchester. I just think also, Ethan, when you get your laptop, you're going to have more time for more gaming and less time for YouTube. And with what you're doing starting in December, you're going to have less time for gaming, less time for YouTube, less time for gaming. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next Doctor Who. Well, you probably did, just that you were bored. I might actually create something in the Discord server for Doctor Who and see who's going to be watching it, and then see if we can have a bit of either a watch-along live sort of situation or a discussions thing after each episode. The guy from Sex Education. I can't remember his name, but I think he's going to be really good as a doctor. I bet the other guy from Sex Education, I bet he's gutted that he didn't get it. One of those, oh, I'm really glad for you. No, David Tennant was Doctor Who. He's in the special, but he's not the new Doctor. Well, I think they've proved that I'm not being sexist here, but putting a woman as a Doctor didn't work. Same reason you can't have a female James Bond. Bradley Walsh. We have just arrived at Manchester. Manchester, we are in you. And there we go. Yeah, I never watched the one. I didn't watch the one with Peter Capaldi in. Well, I tried watching the first episode, couldn't do it, and gave up. Okay. There we go then. We will end there. I'm now going to go and have another bucket of Lemsip, I think. There we go. Tomorrow night, hopefully me sounding a little bit better, because I'm ill, by the way, didn't you notice? Back with some more Train Sim World 4, doing Southeastern High Speed. Wednesday night then is Accident. Thursday night we got some Airport Sim. Friday night some Trucking and Tunes. Saturday night Wreckfest, the return. And then Sunday back on the farm, because we weren't there yesterday. There we go. Thanks to you lot in chat for keeping me company for the last 2 and a bit hours. And to these people as well. So thanks to Dino, Ryan for following, Skippy, Stokey, CN, Cobweb, Michael, and Aston for resubscribing. One of those as a gift. Thank you for that. And the moderation team for doing, well, nothing really. Thanks. There we go. I will be back tomorrow night for some more of this. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.